What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Alienware m18 with a 7900M gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to check ourselves out some Total War Warhammer 3. Now, so far, it's ran pretty good on everything, except for the Steam Deck and the Ally. For some reason, it limited both of those to 30, and I didn't see a setting to make it stop doing that. So, unfortunately, even though I'm pretty sure both of them were more than capable of getting closer to 60 plus, we had to deal with 30. But hey, I guess that's at least better battery life, and it's kind of hard to play those games on a handheld mode anyway. So, I think it'd be better to play those docked and whatever with a real monitor, keyboard, and mouse. But that's just me. But now, let's see how this Alienware fares compared to something like the Asus G15 Advantage, which was still, even while recording, able to stay over 60 the whole time. So this should, in theory, be able to do better. It's a much more powerful system. So let's go hop on to the game and let's go find out. All right, so here's the settings we're going to try on the Alienware first. We're going to do Ultra, 1200p. I don't know if it's actually going to, record properly. Some things just have black bars and don't actually support 16 by 10 aspect ratios. So you'll get black bars instead of, like widescreen things, like ultra wide, you'll get them on the tops and the bottoms. But anyway, let's go see how it does. Well, now here we go, starting right at the same spot as the rest of the stuff. And it ran pretty damn good. Right up until we got to some parts where the CPU got up to 100C. I've noticed that's another problem with this thing. I hope I remember to mention the review I made of it. Sometimes certain games will make the CPU hit 100C, and that's where it'll start stuttering, kind of similar to that Firebat. That's why I started wondering, is the Firebat just overheating something and it's just not telling me? Because hardware info doesn't have anything saying nothing is throttling. The CPU gets to red, but then you go look and see, hey, did it throttle? And it says no throttling on the GPU, CPU, or anything else, according to our hardware info. But it could just be a sensor that doesn't have a sensor for temp on it. Like maybe the VRMs for the CPU are overheating. Or like maybe the RAM is overheating and it's just not telling me. But the RAM actually has temp sensors, and the RAM did not even get into the red, nor did the SSD. SSD, the hottest it ever got was 80C, and that was probably during like the loading. Other than that, I think its average, it said, was 63, which is warmish, but that ain't that bad for an SSD anyway. Hell, you should see how hot my Gen 5 drive gets when it's transferring shit. That stuff will get up to like 85. I think it'll throttle at 90, so it's still barely keeping it from throttling, but it basically just has one ginormous heat pipe that keeps it cool. It doesn't have any fan, but I'm kind of happy about that. That's the loudest thing on that small form factor PC I built in my bedroom. There's this little fan for the M.2 drive, and that little bitch just goes whenever you do anything. I'm halfway tempted to just go disconnect it and just go get a big old chonker of a freaking M.2 heatsink and just put that on there just to shut it up. Otherwise, that thing would be like dead quiet. You wouldn't be able to hear it if it weren't for that really small fan spinning. Well, yeah, see what I mean? Pretty damn smooth. You got tiny itty bitty little stutters. But those are the kind you'd never ever notice. Alright, cool. Let's occupy this place like we have been doing on the rest of the stuff, which does complete a mission.
Together, we can overcome the trials ahead. Our journey has just begun.
The cold bites deep. The shelter is not enough.
Build a camp, then we can rest. I will find you, Godbear.
The order has been given, but the camp will take time. The camp protects us. But what of our supplies?
We keep them safe. Build a storehouse.
Actually, you know what? I haven't had a hit in a couple of videos here, so I'm gonna take another one.
The storehouse is ready. The supplies are safe.
Yeah, gas
Ready
house.
your warriors. Our sons and daughters cry out and
Yeah, I'd probably say
flee
this is my
in
favorite weed I
terror.
got right now. This gas house is great.
Spilling of their blood
It's got that
must be
skunky
prevented.
diesel taste I like.
Go north. We fight at the beacon. Save who we can. Follow Urson's trail.
Alright, end the turn. Can do. But yeah, this thing is getting way more FPS than the Asus G50 Advantage, but hey, we expected that. The thing is quite a bit more powerful. But there are some games where it doesn't make as big of a difference as you would think. There's some games I've seen that are only like 15, 20 FPS ahead. And that doesn't really sound like much when you consider the massive price difference between the two. You could have bought two G50 Advantages for the price of my Alienware. But most people know Alienware is not exactly the most, you know, price-based thing for like budget. It's mostly a, hey, this is a luxury item, like Razer. Razer also would overcharge. You should see their laptops. It makes my laptop look cheap.
We're eager to fight.
Anyway, though, why don't we now move on to a little camera? All right, well, let's get into battle now with some camera gameplay as well.
Beacon is under attack. Kislevites loyal to the motherland are within. Our army is small. We can sway the battle if we are as wise as Ursa. We approach from the south, while Skolden's Northmen assault the barricades. Their backs are to us. We should take advantage.
Alrighty, then we shall.
The journey has been long, but we are ready. Fellow Ungols, we are of Kislev. Show these cowardly dogs what that means. They hunger for blood. Let them taste cold steel.
The beacon is under attack. See for yourself.
So, the wolf reveals himself.
Cannons fire upon the defenders. Barrage over. His warriors will attack. Act swiftly. Yuri, the defenders need our help. We must reach
Let's
them.
go help them then.
What's that? There, in the trees. An army. Those are Kislev colors. They're allies. We must advance and combine our strength. Select your own unit in order to rejoin your forces. Now issue a move order towards your troops. The soldiers are assembled and await your arrival. Your place is amongst the warriors. Your presence grants them courage before the enemy. Proceed into the valley. Select your entire army so any order is given to all. Order your units forward. Our allies have not gone far. The soldiers advance. Take this time to practice maneuvering. Remember, orders are issued only to selected units. Our allies fire down upon Spolden's army. His forces scatter. The allies are threatened from the rear. Up close, their bows are no match for swords and spears. They're under attack. We must hurry to their aid. Draw your weapons. Turn the tide of battle. Envelop the enemy as best you can. they have their backs to us. A fatal mistake.
I think the positioning I picked out this time just sucks. So we like can't do any damage to him.
The enemy raised the right flag.
Okay, so even if you don't kill anything, eventually they're just like, okay, well, they're just gonna retreat. Alright, well at least that's cool, because that was gonna take forever.
The wolves made back advance on the beacon. The cannons rain death. They must be destroyed. The Allies join our forces. Will need the reach of their boats. Advance on those hellish cannons. They must fall silent if we are to save the beacon.
It seems like still anytime the thing gets to 100, it starts getting stuttery. So a game like this, you might be better off just playing in balanced mode. But in any case, I think that's probably good, so let's go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Total War Warhammer 3 on the Alienware m18 at 1200p. Seemed to do pretty good, except for this few times it went up to 100C. Then we got our usual little stutter fest, but as long as you can keep it under 100C, you should be good. And I think mine just has a bad pace job. So if yours is like mine, you might have to just play it on balanced if you never wanted to do that. Because balanced usually has around like 40 to 50 watts max on the CPU, versus this thing can go as high as it freaking wants. Wished I could just use Ryzen Master and just, you know, use a curve optimizer and all that stuff. Get some better temps and some better performance, but it is what it is. So now we can wrap this video up so I can go get started on the 1440p version, which usually puts, you know, more load on the GPU. Therefore, the CPU almost never gets up to 100C. There's still some rare instances where it does, and this might be one of them. So let's wrap this video up so we can go find out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.